Yo guys, what's going on? It's Chaz here with Rookie Trading. Today we're going to be going over some technical indicators to make you become a better trader when looking and finding some stocks that you see potential in. So the first one we're going to look at is our volume. So volume, as you can see, right at market open, volume usually spikes and then it kind of averages out. And then as you see throughout the day, it grew at the end and we had a power hour spike, but it wasn't anything special. But volume is basically the amount of shares being traded in that certain period of time. And that's definitely going to show you whether a stock is strong or weak in that time. And here, as you can see, we came up, we peaked, and yet also volume has nothing to do really with, like, you could have a volume spike here that's green and it's flying up, but you could also have a volume spike that's going down. So volume spike isn't really like in line with, oh, as I see volume going up, it's going to be green. No, that's not the case. It can go both ways, so just be careful with that. But it's basically the amount of shares being traded, and you guys probably already know that. That's a pretty easy one in basic. All right, let's go to the MACD. So the MACD is the moving average convergence divergence. So this is basically going to tell us whether a stock is becoming weak or strong. So we could see as this stock right here, it's in line with the actual chart. So here we came up, we were strong, we were peaking out, we were becoming a little bit overbought, and as you can see, we sold off. And we started seeing some consolidation down here, and as you can see, this red, this lighter red, brighter red is more of a huge sell-off, and this darker garnet-like red is more that we're kind of coming into a consolidation phase and starting to come back up to the green and about to move over the trend line. So as you can see, we started moving back up and we came back over, and now this light green is that we're showing very good potential, and we're coming up, and then this darker green shows that we're starting to sell off a little bit and getting a little bit overbought. So that's basically the MACD, but that's going to show you whether a stock is going to be strong or weak. Alright, let's go to the RSI. So the RSI is a great way to be able to tell whether a stock is going to be oversold or overbought. So here, as it's peaking out and getting over this line, which is 70, sometimes people put theirs at 80, but 70 is usually the potential to show whether it's oversold or not. Overbought. So you come up and it hits this peak and it peaks above this line and starts turning red. That's when the stock's usually overbought, and that's when you either want to sell, or I wouldn't take a position unless you're short selling up above 70 on the RSI. And then when you start to see this consolidation back here and it turns blue below this 30 level in the RSI, that means it's oversold. That means it might be a great opportunity to dip buy and get yourself in and get up for the spike here. But that's a pretty easy way to show. Now let's go. Oh yeah, and this is the RSI is a relative strength index. So that basically tells you the strength of the stock also. Oh, my bad. But more so telling you whether the stock is overbought or oversold. And once again, when it turns red, that means it's overbought. When it turns blue, that means it's oversold. And I would keep them at 70 to 30. They'll probably be that on average, but I would just keep it like that. All right. Now let's go over some indicators on the chart. So as you can see, we got this pinkish line, we got a purple and a yellow. That's called my VWAP. So the VWAP is a volume weighted average price. So this is a great way, this is like literally exactly what it sounds like. It's just the volume, it takes into account the volume and the average price, and it gives an average of both of them. And as you can see, what you want to see is usually trending above the middle VWAP line and peaking out at the top VWAP, because usually if it goes over the top VWAP like here, as you can see, we're very overbought up here and we're in need for a pullback. But if it keeps on this trend in the middle VWAP, it's showing strength and could ride well. But yeah, that's a volume weighted average price. It's going to come with 3 normal lines. And when you're trading the stock, you definitely want to look for when you're longing a position, to look for a stock that's trading above the middle VWAP and below the top VWAP. When it gets below the middle to bottom VWAP, you might want to get out of your long position, but it might be a great opportunity to get into a short position. Okay, so now let's go over the SMA. Where's my SMA? Actually, hold on one sec. Do I have my SMA? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so my SMA is this gray line here. Actually, no, it's not. That can't be my SMA. All right, we'll just go over the EMA. All right, so here, this is my exponential moving average here. This is a 9 exponential moving average, meaning it's very close to the candles, and it's a very close average, moving right along with the candles. So as you can see, let's look over here. This is a good example. So here, you could see that the strength in this stock right now, because we're trending above the 9 EMA. We're looking good. We're not oversold, not overbought. We're trending. We got this nice trend going, and then we start selling off. We're below the 9 EMA, which showing sell-off signals, and that's bearish, so you might want to exit your position. And then we start coming back up. You see some of these dojis coming in, and then we just shoot down, and we start trending below the 9 EMA. That's when you want to liquidate your position, because that's not the time when you need to stay in and bag hold, because as you can see, we just consolidated lower and lower. Yeah, later in the day we did come up and grind, but you just want to cut your losses. You don't want to be in for that. But the 90 EMA is a great way to be able to see the average right along the candles to see whether it's going to be overbought or oversold, and the EMA is the exponential moving average. So here, also let me go over see this dotted line? This is actually my 50 EMA. This is good when trading gap up and gap down penny stocks, because they usually go off the 50 EMA. But the 50 EMA is just, let me think. It's just a thicker average of the price. It's not going to go right along with the candles. It's just a larger average. So as you can see, it's a little bit more wavy and doesn't go like choppy like this. It's just more of a indicator line. But as you can see we're showing it's showing support here. We're above, and then we flew back below, and that 50 EMA became our new resistance, and then we broke out and we started trending above the 50 EMA, and that became our support line all the way up here. And then as you see, we got oversold, came back up, resistance, came back up, hit it as resistance, came back up, and then finally when we hit power hour at the end of the day, we hit above it, and then started trending along the 50 EMA. But now this gray line is my 200 SMA, and the SMA is my simple moving average, meaning it's very simple, very, very thick moving average. As I can show you, 180 days. It's just going right along with this stock, and is not choppy at all. It's not keeping up with every single candle. It's more like it's keeping up with every 10 days on the chart. So the SMA is great for seeing if you're going to be swing trading, to see if you see how this SMA here is pointing downwards. That's when you know that the stock has no signs of a reversal yet. You don't really want to get in when a stock has no signs of a reversal. So we're shooting down here. Wow, Amazon is crazy low. But anyways, we're shooting down here, and you don't want to long a stock or get into a swing trade if this SMA is pointing downwards. That's just showing a very bearish sign. But when you see this consolidation phase and we start pointing back upwards, that's when you might want to get in and swing trade that. But the SMA is more for swing trading rather than day trading. Day trading, you'll definitely want to have your 9 EMA trading above these candles, and I recommend having the VWAP and your 50 moving average. Those are some good indicators. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or any comments, please comment down below. I'll answer any questions you guys may have. But I'll make sure to be coming out with some new videos. I think next video I'll be doing some helpful tips and tricks on TD Ameritrade, because I know I struggled like working around TD Ameritrade, because it's definitely confusing for beginners, but as you learn, it becomes a lot easier. So yeah, comment down below any suggestions or any comments or questions you may have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at @TheRookieTrader and on Twitter at RookieTrader9. Alright guys, It was awesome talking to you. Have a fantastic day. Make sure to stay green team and cut your losses. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye, guys.